Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Bibbidi Bobbidi Books. My name is Ellie and this is going to be my birthday book haul. So before I jump into the haul, I just wanted to say I hope that the lighting is okay in this video. I'm really sorry if it's looking a little bit weird. I am currently back in Norwich and I forgot to bring my ring light down with me, and I also forgot to bring my tripod for my camera, so you're currently stacked on a higgledy-piggledy bunch of books and like boxes and random stuff that I found in my house. So we have a little bit of a rough and ready filming setup going on today, but hopefully it looks okay. But anyway, it was my birthday recently and I was very fortunate to get some books from my friends and family, so I thought it'd be fun to share them with you. So yeah, let's just jump straight in, shall we? Okay, so the first book I'm very excited for. This is Darkwater Daughter, written by H.M. Long. This is the first book in a new fantasy series, the Winter Sea series, and I am very, very excited for this one because it is a nautical fantasy, and if you know me at all, then you'll know that I love anything that's set on the sea, anything piratey, anything with all of those seafaring vibes, and I'm all over it. So as soon as I saw that this one was coming out, I of course put it on my birthday wish list, and I'm so excited to get into this one. It says on the front that it's immersive from start till end, and it says that it's intricately crafted, stunningly unique, and so vivid you can almost taste the frigid air of the winter sea. So yeah, I'm not going to bore you by reading the full synopsis of this one, but I'll leave a link to it down below if you are interested. But yeah, all I know is that it's a fun, piratey type story and I can't wait. Speaking of piratey type stories, the next one that I got was Deep as the Sky, Red as the Sea, written by Rita Chang Epic. So this is a stunning cover. This is a gorgeous book and it's one that I popped on my reading list because at the moment, as you know, I am in the mood for all things piratey, and this is actually a pirate story that's based off a real life pirate queen, which is so cool. It tells a tale of this woman and how she came to be this really fearsome and successful pirate, and that just sounds so fascinating to me. I hear that it is quite interesting in how it documents this woman's life. I know that it draws a lot from real life history, and I'm just very excited. So yeah, give me a fierce pirate queen and I'm going to be all over it. So yeah, I'm very excited to try this one as well. Okay, so moving away from the piratey vibes, the next one is very different. This one is Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. So this is a horror, dystopian, sci-fi type story, and I've been meaning to read this book for so long, so I'm so excited that I got it for my birthday because I am a huge fan of the movie Annihilation. So it was adapted into a movie a while back, and it's such a weird and creepy horror film, and it just had a lot of really unique ideas, and it's one of those horror films that doesn't give you all of the answers at the end, and it leaves you with quite a lot of questions, and I just quite like that kind of thing. And I got chatting to my brother and he said that this book is even better than the movie, as books often are. This is the original format, so I'm just very excited to explore this one for myself. So this follows a group of women who go to investigate this environmental disaster zone known as Area X, and basically all of the people who have gone into this area before have suffered some kind of horrific fate. So I think one group was in a mass suicide, another was in a hail of gunfire, and the 11th in a fatal cancer epidemic. So lots of horrible things have happened to people who have gone into this area known as Area X, and we're following 4 women who embark on the 12th expedition into the unknown. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Keeping on the theme of horror, the next book that I got was A Head Full of Ghosts, written by Paul Tremblay. So Paul Tremblay is an author that I've heard quite a lot about, and I am really keen to try his work. He's quite a big name in horror, and this one sounds so interesting. I mean, I'm immediately drawn in by the quote on the front by Stephen King, which says that it scared the living hell out of me, and I'm pretty hard to scare. So I am on the hunt for a horror book that will actually scare me, so let's hope this one does the trick. All I know about this is that it's a kind of psychological horror. So scanning the back, it looks like we follow a family who's torn apart when their daughter begins to show signs of acute schizophrenia. It says their home devolves into a house of horrors and they reluctantly turn to their local Catholic priest to help and soon find themselves the unwitting stars of The Possession, a hit reality TV show. So it looks like they bring in this priest to try and help with their daughter who's suffering from a very serious mental illness, and it gets turned into a TV show, and all I know is that it's psychological. I think it's one of those where you're not 100% sure what's real, what's not real. Are we looking at people who are losing their grip on reality? You know, is it all in their heads? Is it a result of trauma, or is it something else going on? And I just love all those types of horror stories. So yeah, I'm very, very intrigued by this one and also slightly terrified by it. Okay, so the next book was actually recommended to me by one of you guys. So thank you so much, John, for the recommendation, because I think this sounds so interesting. So this is a horror book called The Ha, and it's written by David Sodergren. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but look at this cover, it's so striking. And as soon as I had heard this recommendation, I knew that it was going to be for me because it's set in Scotland and it sounds so creepy. I'll just give you a quick read. So it says on the back that Muriel Macaulay has lived in the Scottish fishing village of Witchhaven all her life. She was born there and she intends to die there. But when an overseas property developer threatens to evict the residents from their homes and raze Witchhaven to the ground in the name of progress, all seems lost until the day a mysterious fog bank creeps inland. The Ha. To some, it brings redemption, to others it brings only madness and death. What macabre secrets lie within the Ha? It says, romantic and deranged, The Ha is a gore-soaked folk horror fairy tale from David Sodergren, author of The Forgotten Island and Maggie's Grave. So yeah, there's just so many buzzwords in there. It's set in Scotland, one of my favourite settings for a horror book. It says that it's a folk horror. It says that it's a fairy tale. You know, it just sounds so interesting. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to give this one a go. And it's not too long, so hopefully it'll be a nice quick horror read. Next up we have this one, which is Robert Holdstock, Mythical Wood. This is one that I haven't actually heard that much about, but it has a really interesting cover and it's obviously very highly acclaimed because it says that it was actually the winner of the World Fantasy Award for Best Novel. And this is actually the 30th anniversary edition, so it's been out for a while. And again, this one sounds right up my street because I think it is a kind of creepy horror fantasy book that has a lot of nature elements to it, which sounds right up my street. It's set within a wild wood, which is a place of myth and mystery. It says that Stephen has already lost his father to the mysteries of the wood. On his return from the Second World War, he finds his brother Christopher, who's also in the thrall of the mysterious wild wood, wherein lies a realm where mythic archetypes grow flesh and blood, where love and beauty haunt your dreams, and in promises of freedom lies the sanctuary of insanity. Okay, so next up we have The Dragon's Promise by Elizabeth Lim. This is the second book in a young adult fantasy series. I read the first book in this series earlier this year and I really enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to jumping into the second and final book in this duology. And yeah, I added this one onto my birthday wish list because I'm going to be buddy reading this with my friend Adriana next month, which is very, very exciting. So yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun reading this one along with her. The first book in this series was inspired by the Six Swan Brothers fairy tale, and it follows our main character, who is a princess, and her stepmother curses her and her six brothers, so her six brothers turn into cranes, and she loses her ability to speak because for every word that passes her lips, one of her brothers will die, and she also loses her ability to be recognised by anyone. She actually has this like bowl put over her head so people can't see her face, and she can't take this bowl off her head, and she has to be quite creative in how she survives and how she goes about rescuing her brothers in the first book. And it's just very whimsical and fun, and I loved our main character, and I loved how strong her voice was, given the fact that she can't actually speak verbally, but she doesn't let that hinder her at all, and she's just full of fierce determination, and I just love that about her. So yeah, I'm very excited to be reading this one with my lovely friend next month. Okay, and lastly we just have some quite pretty books. So my brother got me this book, which is a collector's edition, and it's Tales of Heroes, Gods and Monsters, Greek Myths and Legends. So it's just a really pretty little book. It's got gilded edges, and it's really sweet because he actually got me this one for Christmas. So he's kind of like kind of helping me to build my collection of these cute little books. So this one was Scottish folk and fairy tales, and I now have the Greek Myths and Legends one. So yeah, these are so cute, and they're going to look really lovely on my shelves when I eventually move and have enough room to store all of these books. But yeah, such a cute little addition. And then the final one is this special edition of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. Yes, I am a fan of this series. I think it's so much fun. It's a fantasy romance series. The first book is loosely based on the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale, but the story takes you off in all sorts of different directions. It's very angsty, it's very fun, it's got lots of tropes that you might enjoy, like trials and enemies to lovers, and just lots of really lovable characters in this trilogy, and I really enjoyed it when I read it. So yes, my fiance got me this special edition, which I just love. It comes in this really pretty case, and then when you bring it out, the cover is just gorgeous. Oh, so satisfying. I actually have that upside down, but you can see the design on the front there. We've got Feyre with her arrow. On this side we have the wolf in the forest, and when you open it out like this, it looks like Feyre is shooting the wolf, which is how the first book begins. So yeah, very excited to have this gorgeous edition in my collection. And that brings me to the end of this haul video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you want me to prioritise any of these books. Are there anyone here that you've read before? What were your thoughts? I'd love to have a chat with you down in the comment section. Oh no, my camera battery died. So sorry for the change of location, but I just wanted to round out this video and just say thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, whatever it is you're doing. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see some more from me if you haven't already, and I guess I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!